There it is, folks. We got the EZA details for the LR Fusion Zamasu. Little fun global L for you. They forgot to tweet this out on global. So all the global players were left wondering, where the hell are those details? But we got you covered. You know why? Because the GOAT, Minato, was able to do the translations for the unit details. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at them. Big shout out to Minato. We also got some content coming up. We finally have the reveal on what that mystery event is. So all this stuff should be coming up in a day or two. So there you go. This will be rounding out part 1 of the Global Dokkan celebration, I'm pretty sure. So let's start with the main attraction, the Fusion Zamasu EZA. No sign of Trunks and Vegeta as of right now. I don't know if this was maybe something where they were supposed to post both. There was some issue where maybe they forgot to do one. Global didn't, tweet out anything. So I don't know what's going on with that, but if there's any new information, we'll make another video for it. Fusion Zamasu. And I guess we'll pull up the original details because this guy's whole gimmick was that he was a combo menace and then he would gain damage reduction through the comboing and then he would theoretically be okay. He was also the Tanabata Part 2 LR for JP back in 2022. So this was his original build. So I want to just show the differences here. So greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn and greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn. Both were his supers. So now he is greatly raising attack for 1 turn, massively raising defense for 1 turn, causing colossal damage and lowering attack. He massively raises attack for 1 turn and greatly raises defense for 1 turn on the 18th key and causes mega colossal and greatly lowers attack. So you are now massively raising different aspects of him between the supers. He has a 170% lead for Worldwide Chaos and Patara. Now for the passive. Activates entrance animation when there's another Patara category ally on the team upon the character's entry. Receives an additional key +1 per key sphere obtained, just like before. Right here. For 5 turns. Only now he is also getting this. Changes tech key spheres from into rainbow for 5 turns. So this will be very beneficial as well as the rest of the stuff when you read that further down. Okay. And now for the basic effects, key +1 per key sphere obtained, randomly changes key spheres of a certain type tech and int excluded into int key spheres, attack and defense +200%, damage reduction 30%. So this is already a big improvement from before because he was only able to get up to 30% damage reduction with his puny passive before. So now he already has all of that in his base passive, as well as more orb changing and some much nicer stats, double the stats from before, but it doesn't end there. There's more. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense +50%, launches an additional super attack guaranteed. And that's just at the 12 key. So now you've got 2 super attacks effectively launched. Let's just say your first super, you're massively raising attack for 1 turn, then you're greatly raising defense for 1 turn. This gives you a 12 key, so you're massively raising defense again. So with massively raising defense, that's definitely going to be a good thing for this damage reduction right here. When attacking with 18 or more key, attack and defense +50%, attacks effective against all types. That is a pseudo critical effect and launches another super attack guaranteed. So now you're launching 3 total super attacks just based on this, not even factoring in the hit potential. So base that in comparison to this. When you were attacking with 12 key, you only got a stat buff. At 18 key, you got the additional. And then at 24 key, you had a pseudo critical. Now, when we get to 24 key, you get even more stats, and now you have guaranteed critical. So if you can't get the guaranteed critical at 24 key, then you can settle for a pseudo critical. So as far as I'm concerned, critical is absolutely not necessary at all in this unit. And unfortunately, I had my unit built for full crit before, so I had to do a little bit of restructuring. But the good thing is, during this celebration, you can recalibrate characters for only 1 Dragonstone as opposed to 5. So that is good. So that's it for all the key-based passive buffs, but that's very nice. For every attack received or evaded, damage reduction +10% within the turn up to 30. So this is also a big improvement from before because he had to receive the attacks. It was all about receiving, not even dodging. Every time the character receives 5 attacks in battle, key +1 up to 5. Oh my god. Oh, here. For every attack received, damage reduction 2% within the turn up to 10%. Good lord. So this is way better. Every time the character receives or dodges an attack, three or more attacks in battle, 10% health healed at the end of the turn up to once within the turn. So this may not happen every single time, but whenever you do get those 3, you'll heal for that turn. I think the last unit to have that was Chile. I may be wrong. Chile has something similar. When receiving an unarmed super attack, 70% chance to nullify and counter with tremendous power. When collecting 10 or more key spheres, you are guaranteed to nullify and counter with tremendous power. Again, the nullification and countering happens for unarmed super attacks. So before it was the same thing, 70% chance, but now you have a guaranteed version of that. So all in all, this guy is meant to be a slot 2 or slot 3 monster. So yeah, the damage reduction may seem low, 30%, but you can get up to 60%. When you combine that with the fact that you're going to be launching at least 3 supers every turn, also a guaranteed counter, 70% chance to 100% chance to counter unarmed supers, heal factor, guaranteed critical. If you give him a maximum dodge build, along with all this built up damage reduction and defense, remember, you're massively raising defense at least twice, up to maybe 3 times in a turn if you get lucky with your hit potential. This guy's going to be fine. Also, he's going to have the big bad boss connection. He's going to have the extra attack plus 60% coming from the Rosé in slot 1. This guy fits right in with the Extreme Future Saga new reality that we're in, with the Rosé leading the charge, with all of the extra support that we've got in Future Saga in general, plus with the clones. This is a very good fit on paper for that team. So I know that there's a lot of, I mean, I would also feel the same way. I'm a little bummed that I'm not seeing any details on Trunks and Vegeta, but still getting this is good because the category benefits greatly from this. Trunks and Vegeta, I think, would have been a bigger victory because that would have given us a solid slot 1, allowing for the LR Goku to have a little bit more flexibility. But this is the part 2 LR, so the chances of the part 1 also happening, I don't mean, who knows, maybe we do, maybe we don't, but it's still good. So let me know what you guys think about the units EZA details in the comments down below. Where are the global details? I don't know. Global dummies messed up. I have no idea. So now let's talk about the incoming content. So we got an announcement in game, the new challenge event. It is called Universe Distorting Justice and Order. Reign victorious in a series of battles against Infinite Zamasu to complete the support memory. So there's going to be a brand new support memory coming from this. It's a challenge event, so this will probably be pretty difficult. And then we've also got a new stage coming up for Perfect Cooperation Team Battle. So we're going to be getting EX skill orbs and a wallpaper. Oh, it might just be the wallpaper this time. Or maybe we get both. The exquisite illustration from the title screen will become the wallpaper. So, yay. If it's not animated, I don't think I care. But whatever. Okay. So, what makes this important is that this now gives us our final 2 missions. You guys might have noticed in your game, you currently cannot access 2 remaining missions to get those rainbow tickets. When I made that rainbow tickets video, I pointed out that you can't get 2 of the panels on board 2. That's this one and this one. Based on the data files, they were able to discern that one of them was associated with this event, so presumably a new stage, but then the other one couldn't be identified. ID number 1724. We now know what that is. It's this. So we knew going in that there was going to be a brand new event. Now we know exactly what it is. How it works, however, will be something that we find out on the next data download. The next data download would probably be in a day or so. So when that happens, I will do a video going over the event breakdown as best I can. Actually, wait. The event actually has to come out because the data download would only give us like the boss data. So it would just be this guy. But like, how's that going to work? Because this guy is immortal. He's infinite. He can't be hurt. So if he can't be hurt, then... Oh, wow. Global Dokkan just tweeted out the unit details. Okay. But if this guy can't be hurt, how exactly is that going to work? Is it another nuking event? Is it something else? We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the global details. These guys really waited for Minato to do the translations and then actually tweet it out. Oh, that's funny. Here, we don't see a comma. So, yeah, don't be confused by all that. When I say the whole no comma, no perma thing, it also still is based on the structure. So, like, what they're saying here, this clause says all of this is happening in, like, one clause. Greatly raised attack and massively raised defense, both are happening for 1 turn. If it was greatly raised attack, comma, massively raised defense for 1 turn, then it would have been a permanent thing. So it is not a permanent stack. This, of course, confirms that. Just checking to see if there's any discrepancies, and it looks to be all correct. I just feel bad for Minato because he came through for us. I mean, he did what the global dummies were supposed to do, and these guys just trolled him. Anyway, that covers all of that. So back to this. These will eventually be dropping. That will clear the part 1 mission. So naturally, these have to happen before we jump into part 2. So again, this furthers my idea that the part 2 is going to be starting next week. not this week. This week we'll be having this, the LR EZA. I don't know if we're gonna get any more, probably just this. And we'll get these two. Maybe the Trunks and Vegeta happens in part EX, part 3 or something like that. I don't know. So when we get the data download, more information will come in as far as like who we're gonna be fighting, what the event's gonna look like. In the meantime, let me know about this. Yeah, no Trunks and Vegeta, I get it, but these guys, this guy still looks very, very good. The future is bright for the extreme side. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below in the comments your thoughts on the LR Int Fusion Zamasu EZA. How would you build the character with this now in mind? I would recommend maximum additional, or maximum, I always get them mixed up. Maximum dodge, and then the rest additional. You could maybe even it out a little bit more, because I feel like people might be underestimating the defensive potential of this unit with all of those supers. So it might end up being more of an even split, but still, this unit fits very well with Future Saga. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.